But now let's talk about the seance. So it was 1945, the war was over, rationing was fading, and Americans were rediscovering their fondness for bourbon and ballroom dancing and the sweet illusion that ghosts could be conjured. Now, the Brown Palace had long been a haven for spiritualists, occultists, and bored heiresses dabbling in the arcane. In that year, a group of socialites gathered in the Eisenhower Suite, named for the president who would one day use it as his campaign headquarters. They were there to summon the spirit of Louise Crawford Hill, Denver's original grande dame. Now, Louise had lived in the hotel for decades before her death. She was known for throwing lavish balls, terrorizing the staff with the flick of a silk fan, and writing anonymous notes to the Denver Post correcting their grammar. Her ghost, as it turns out, was no less opinionated. That night, a medium named Marjorie DeLange set up in the parlor with the usual pageantry. There were candles, there was a crystal ball, there was a dramatic scarf hung over the lamp. The women clasped their hands, the air thickened, the candles dimmed. And according to several attendees, most of whom wound up in Palm Springs, but according to most of the attendees, Louise answered. And she wasn't pleased. The chandelier above the seance table swayed. A mirror cracked. The bellhop on duty reported hearing the phonograph play without a record. And worst of all to those in attendance, the bourbon, they swear, turned to vinegar. And the seance ended abruptly when Marjorie fainted. Now, this wasn't unusual. Most mediums would do that when they realize either they're in over their heads and no one's buying their line, or they're under someone else's control. So, the hotel quietly buried the story. But the suite, it was sealed for a while, it was repainted, it was rebranded, but the lights still flicker, they say, at 11:11 p.m. The chandelier still sways when no one's around. And Louise Hill? She still corrects the grammar on the room service menus, according to the staff. I guess some things are eternal.